What up, guys? Welcome to another video. The new death battle is out. It is the one that I've been anticipating for like about 3 weeks now. It is Yugi Moto versus Ash Ketchum, or Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. This fight, for some reason, when I first saw it get revealed last death battle, as you guys remember me reacting to it, I felt like it was unfair. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. But before we jump in, remember to hit the like button. And subscribe to your boy. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. So yeah, thank you. Let's jump right in. Let's go.
Pikachu!
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fly!
Alright, death battle started.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's
I mean,
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills. To
one of them has gods.
death
Well,
battle.
I guess they both have gods, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it
hold
happen.
up.
Yeah, go check out Mad
Let's
Mushroom's newest.
skip it.
All the kids get
Here we
their
go.
first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu, and went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu
Yeah.
was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an
Yeah, Pikachu did not give a shit about Ash at the beginning. It was wild. All right.
intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25
Yes, it is.
seasons, over 1,200 episodes,
Mhm.
and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Yes, it
Ash is
does.
equipped with tons of Pokeballs.
Not by
and an
much, but it
all-knowing
does.
Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time,
Yeah,
Pikachu
I don't know how
learned
that
Volt
works
Tap,
either, but yeah.
Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for OHKOing flamboyant thieves in air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so
Yes, they are.
clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock,
Yep.
Serena, just to name a few. Underneath
There's
the
tons of them,
stubbornness
tons of
crispy
them.
bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in
Yep.
a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got
I remember
frozen
him
while
doing that,
using
yeah.
Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types
Yeah, that was insane. The games don't let you do that sort of thing, but I honestly think it'd be cool if you could. Like, if you can mix attacks like that and stuff.
like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha!
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP.
Just good puns, good
Charizard
puns.
wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson,
He did, yep.
but one he needed. Ash started
He lost
bonding
a
with
lot.
Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong
Seismic
his
Toss is good,
flamethrower
yeah.
melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls
Yeah,
souls into
crazy.
the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Sirfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new
That's good.
regions,
That was
new
good.
flying
That was
types
good,
like
man.
Pidgeot.
That was
Unlike
sick. I like
Ash's
that.
physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gible will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash
Yeah, I don't
can
know.
choose his
Ash
own
is
hands
not
if he
human,
wants,
bro.
And he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it. in
Dude,
its
dude,
own
not the
ranks.
shade at the
Humans and
Minnesota
Pokemon must
Vikings,
protect
bro.
and
Oh
enrich
my
each
God.
other's lives.
Alright.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura.
don't do that,
It's a
man.
life
Don't
force
do that.
interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps
Did he?
hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys.
Yeah, they're bulls.
But boy,
And,
does it
yeah,
suck
they-
to see him
I don't know
lose
how he
the
has 30
Pokemon
of them,
League
bro.
Over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He
Hmm.
knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja
That was
ran
sick,
the
though.
ones
Ash
of Champion
Greninja was
Dianthus
sick.
Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like
I didn't know
rice
that. What the
balls
hell?
and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who
Jesus,
can tow
bro.
entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and
Yeah.
Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no.
Yeah, he lost
just
in Kalos
still
to
lost
Alon.
his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken?
Living Spaces
I-
Cyber Week deals
I don't know.
start now, where you can shop online.
Ash should have won that, to be
livingspaces.com
honest.
Or in store with stylish sofas starting at $295.
And if I remember, a lot of
dining-
people,
Get your
if I remember, a lot of people were disappointed, because of this. Is Ash should have won, because this was he had the pretty good fucking team, a solid team, and he lost to a Charizard who he had the advantage over before he mega evolved, at least. But
It
yeah,
charts right, 4 kids.
Boomstick 4 Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after
No,
his
they
loss
weren't.
at
This was
Kalos,
Cartoon
Ash
Network.
traveled to Alola and beyond to train.
This
Thanks
was
to some
CN.
really delicious soup. His new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar. He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu
Probably.
also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt.
he should be able to use his
Lightning
V move
is
for
their
every
ace.
move
You see
if
this
he has
coming?
all the crystals.
You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god. A
Yep.
legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact,
Well, I mean, he
when
did
Ash
raise it
and
from
friends band
Cosmoem,
together,
if I
they can
remember
halt
correctly, so.
Dialga's Roar of Time. And And Dialga literally controls the concept of time.
Yep.
Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu. So
I think he's befriended Arceus, the literal god of
Tournament of Champions,
Pokemon.
And Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free.
3,000 years.
Kids, let my boy win.
It was like
Yes!
26, 27
Ash did
years
his
or so.
best, and he
Almost
had no
30 years.
regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So
I still want to see Ash grown up, though. Like, whether they want to introduce him as a teenager or as an adult, I do want to see that. I think a lot of people would love to see that.
he and
You don't have to like make him a main character. Like if the new Pokemon anime decides to have a episode where Ash appears, that'd be great.
Pikachu threw a
I would
stick in
love
the
that.
air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon,
I still watch the
journey
Pokemon anime despite
continues.
being 23. I enjoy it. It's something to watch sometimes when you're bored.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by
Oh,
Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quint.
All right, let's go to
Time
Yu-Gi-Oh.
travel, the divine hand. Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
They were gamers, yes. The Egyptians were
With
gamers.
sorcery, these magical ceremonies punish
It's time
dark
to
hearts with
do
Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm.
realm. Yep.
Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It said the
Gotta
one who
love
solves
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished
Yep.
for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his
Yep.
grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle
And he grows taller. Even though he's in high school here, he grows about the same size as a Tim later on. So
would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami,
Mhm.
always willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on demon time while doing so.
yeah,
He's anime
Yami didn't mess
jigsaw.
around.
Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm,
Yeah.
Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba,
Yep.
Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously...
That was the footage that they're showing was from season 0, where it was much darker. Before they decided to change it for 4Kids, because 4Kids bought it, they saw season 0 and they were like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna work for our channel. We would like you to change it." And so they changed it, and that's how we got the Yu-Gi-Oh we know now.
up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul.
Because they
or
leaned
the
into the card
infamous
game
Mind
aspect of it.
Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more
And
than
made it
force
less dark.
hallucinations.
It's
It
still
brings
kinda dark,
monsters
but less
to
dark.
Reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other...
Nah, yeah, manipulating probabilities. Like he just pulls out a card he needs every single time. That was straight up BS, man. Oh, I'm losing. Maybe this next card is gonna be the card that I need. I believe in the heart of the cards. Draw. Oh, it's a draw too. It's a pot of greed.
Plenty of items
It's
are
so
juiced
dumb,
up
man.
by
It's so dumb. He
gold.
somehow always
Despite
pulled the
Yami's
card he needed.
retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and
Oh, yeah,
left
Taya
leg
was
Joey,
bad, bro.
Yugi and Yami were
Taya
ready
was a
for
baddie,
anything.
man. Back
Because
in
Yugi
high
had
school,
a great
oof.
early deck.
Taya's
Monsters
still
for
a
offense,
baddie.
Spells for effects and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi. Oh, there they go.
Okay,
But I'm more of a
Yugi's
my-
deck is so good.
my guy,
Why isn't
though.
it the meta?
My
Let me
Valentine.
and Coach, face my 2,000 card deck.
Oh yeah, they did bring 2,000 card deck to the game. before like they put a limit to how many cards you
Don't
can
be
bring
too quick to
in a
judge.
deck.
Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay.
That's
Didn't
such a
know
bullshit
Yugi
thing,
had
but
that dog in
Karibo's
him. But
adorable,
I'm
so
about
we'll get
brute
rid of
force.
that.
Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that
Yeah.
fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both
I like
are
how they change Dark Magician's art. Like every generation, he looks different.
masters of dark magic, and Yugi often
But the
pairs them
purple
with
one is the
damage
iconic
redirecting
one.
magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
It's not.
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yep.
Yugi also has tons of spell
He doesn't
cards.
follow the rules
Monster
half the time.
Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like
Yep.
Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2
Two
more
more
cards,
cards.
like
If things get dicey,
Lot of
he
greed.
has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Yep.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So
With the
in their
Millennium
duel,
Eye.
Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And
Yeah.
the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds.
Yeah, he was cheating first.
Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an
They just
excellent dueling pair.
made it
Yami
so that he
trusts
couldn't
Yugi to
read their
approve on
minds
his
and cheat.
plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out,
Yep.
and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis.
You say
rain
he's
down
my
meteors,
favorite
and wreck
protagonist,
And
though.
all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Yep.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was
Yeah.
a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end.
Yeah,
Or
it
stop
lasted
bullying
way
Joey.
too long.
But to claim the Egyptian
Holy
gods,
crap,
Yugi and
Battle
Yami
City
had to
lasted
face them
so
in
long in the
duels,
anime.
pulling off
Jesus.
some ridiculously high IQ players.
I remember that
When
shit.
battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later,
Yeah.
Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards
Yep.
aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet
Yep.
alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at
Yeah,
the top would be the
had to do
great
that.
evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now.
He was the pharaoh.
Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the
Cards.
I knew
Destiny
it.
draws
He's been
such a
cheating all this
broken
time.
move,
He doesn't
bro.
just make up rules, he's stacking his deck.
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too.
Where they
if I could
practice
just
drawing
decide
cards
I have
to-
a
to
royal
see which
flush
one you
every
get.
round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian
Yep.
god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's
Oh.
the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with
Yes,
that
it did.
same light. Judgment had passed.
She's the goddess
Across
of
many
light.
duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet.
Yeah, it was
Yugi
sad.
had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
That was such
Even
a
when Atem
beautiful.
was an entire-
That was such a beautiful ending. Seeing Atem walk with the thumbs up and saying, "You no longer need me, my boy. Good luck." It was so beautiful, and Yugi didn't need Atem anymore. Yugi became basically Atem.
dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros.
Yeah.
Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi
Yeah, he
moved
is
on
sick,
to
though.
a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would
Jaden
be
Yugi?
remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Yep.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show
The
you
guy
that
was such
money
a
can't buy
fucking
you
petty guy,
happiness,
bro.
But it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of
Games. Yugi Moto.
Open a whole new world of fascinating places and people.
Yugi
for just
became
$29.
badass, bro. I love
If you have
that
a crack
movie.
like this,
Um,
well, you have
the last movie for
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh was
learning how a
fucking
crack
fantastic.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help.
All right,
Battles in the
here we
Pokemon
go.
anime and duels
Let's
later
watch.
on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are
Here comes the
clearly
death battle.
we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to
Oh,
do
he-
the death battle!
He did it. He did it. Oh, man. I was like, do. All right, the death battle's gonna start. Let's see how this works out. Dude, yo, I don't know why they do it, but they always step it up with the music, man. God damn, and the animation, crisp as always. Crisp as always. Who's gonna win
Hey,
here?
Pikachu! This we're on four is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys.
That was
it's our
sick.
Turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down
Card.
Rise! Dimension Space!
Whoever the voice actor is for Atem slash Yugi sounds exactly like him. Props to him, bro. That's amazing. Unless they got the actual voice actors.
Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Yeah, it sounds like they either got people who sound like them or they brought the actual voice actors. If they did get the actual voice actors, that's awesome. But either way, good voices. Suplex. Wait, how did that aura sphere destroy that? That made no sense. Summons Skull. Not so Galeo coming out of the moon. Slifer, the Sky Dragon. Is that Slifer? Yes. That looks sick, dude. Gengar coming out of Yugi's shadow is sick, dude. What? That is sick, man. I don't know how Gengar can defeat Summon Skull and those guys, but we'll see. He sucks him in. Did he poison?
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Yugi became strong enough. Destiny drop. Come on, pull a card. Oh my god. Who is it? You summoned both Dark and Magician and Dark Magician Girl and all the Egyptian god cards. Just summon Hurakti. That looks sick. The animation and art style is fantastic. Yep. Stops them for 3 turns. Basically, they can't attack, and he takes the blast head on.
Let's finish this.
Wait, Pikachu's gonna fight? Ah, they're gonna use the Z move. I don't know if the Z move is enough. Is it? Let's see.
You activated my trap
Trap card.
Magic cylinder.
Ah, yeah, baby.
Back to attack your life points directly.
Yeah, no. Solgaleo was not gonna withstand all that, bro. The music is still badass, though. Oh, he throws the maw, bro.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Ah, he did the finger thing. Awesome. Yeah, we all knew Yugi was gonna win this, dude. Like, come on, man.
Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
We can save
So
him.
let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience.
Well,
Both Ash and Yugi
dual monsters
traveled
has stronger
beating
monsters,
the
dude.
best
That's just
of
a
the
given.
best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often.
Yeah, he
And
did.
Despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a Tem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolved.
Yeah, I
over
think they
time,
sealed him
literally
away.
And figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to
Strategy.
he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember,
Oh, he
Yugi and
cheats.
Tem's teamwork is
Destiny
second
drop.
to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both
Yeah.
could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But
Yeah.
Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu.
Yeah.
His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy.
Which is
Ash's
ridiculous
trust in
even
his
until now, because it's the
knows
only
no limits.
Pokemon
Silly as it may
in the
sound,
games that
Yugi
have
trusts his deck
a
in the
battle
same
bond
way.
ability.
The heart of the cards
It doesn't
is
exist
real,
outside of
and Yugi is
anything
determined to support his
else.
monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality,
Mm-hmm.
not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support,
Mm-hmm.
Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light,
Light,
and Magic Cylinder.
Magic
But I know
Cylinder, yeah.
some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees
What if he threw
like
hands?
baby gods.
Okay.
Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium
Yeah.
Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash
Mind break
actually
people, yeah.
tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close
Yeah.
call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
Strategy. Yeah.
So it all comes down to the monsters.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yugi has a
takes
slightly
that.
larger
Dual
pool of
monsters are
but
much stronger.
Ash's can clear out island worldwide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are
Yeah.
stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugis can rain down meteors, compete
Yeah.
with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe.
Yep.
And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse,
Yep.
surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunstill Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's
Alright, yeah,
strength was
Herakti's
also
the
his
goddess of
weakness.
creation.
His power was evenly spread.
They didn't bring
but
Arceus, though.
only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime
I don't know if
fails,
Arceus
more
would've made a
psychic
difference,
barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had.
Yep.
And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the game.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that can
Yep.
instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants.
Destiny
We can
draw.
cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just
Yeah.
needed the right moment.
Also, he has the goddess of creation. Come on,
That
bro.
was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz.
Which, honestly,
Might not think it's
I knew about the
Pharaoh,
Egyptian god
but
cards, but
Ash got
Herakti,
Yugi
I've played Yu-Gi-Oh my whole
The
life.
winner is Yugi Moto.
Correct winner. They did it correctly. We all knew Yugi was gonna win. They made it a lot closer of a battle
Death
than
Battle will be
it
back.
should have. But we all knew he was gonna win.
2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably
That's
blow
cool.
up in our face. So check it out right now.
Wait, who's
Make
the
sure to
next,
subscribe. Thanks.
Oh, they didn't reveal anything. I guess until next year then.
Living Spaces Cyber Week deals start now.
That was fantastic. Honestly, loved the episode. We all knew Yugi was gonna win. We didn't expect Yugi to lose. If he lost, that would have sucked. I know some people that are a fan of Pokemon might be mad about it, about Yugi winning, because they're like, what about Arceus? I honestly don't think Arceus would have changed it up for Yugi and Ash, but otherwise, good battle. I loved it. The music was fantastic as always. The animation, great. Whoever Death Battle got to voice act the characters sounds exactly or pretty close to the original voice actors. I don't know if they are the voice actors. If you guys know that, please let me know. And if they are, that's awesome that they got them. If not, kudos to whoever they got to replicate the voices. They did a fantastic job. But yep, that was an amazing episode of Death Battle. Thank you guys so much for watching, and adios.